Good morning. It's Deacon Don, and today is Friday, March 26th, 2021, the last Friday in Lent before we get into the Holy Week. First of all, on a personal note, I wanted to say thank you. You may or may not have known that I had some serious health issues in this last couple of months, unexpected. And I couldn't get through it without all the wonderful phone calls, greeting cards, emails, but most of all the prayers that each and every one of you have given to me to help me get through this. It was difficult, but all of those prayers, knowing that you were behind me, made it a lot easier, and I want to say a very heartfelt thank you for that. I'm getting better, and I'm slowly getting back into the swing of things, but I couldn't do it without your support, and for that I am forever grateful. But let's get to the point of the reflection for today. As I said, we're nearing the end of Lent, and I wanted to make a point that all of us as Catholics, all of us as Christians should be thinking about. You know, we tried our best, and we have tried our best, to make Lent as fruitful and as successful as possible, each person in his own way, in each way that you felt you needed to be able to do, and I get that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's absolutely beautiful that you've done that. But I want to mention a part of our faith, that faith which is our relationship with Jesus Christ, that is often overlooked. And it's important for us to be able to just focus on that for just a minute today. What came to mind was when I was reading a section from James. It was chapter 2. And let me read this to you because this particular passage is really powerful. James writes in such a way that just helps us to realize how we should live our life. And if you haven't read him, I strongly suggest you do. It's not very long, but it is very powerful in how we should live our life day to day as a Catholic, as a Christian. So let me read this to you. It says, "My brothers, what good is it to profess faith without practicing it? Such faith has no power to save one, has it? So it is with faith that does nothing in practice. It is thoroughly lifeless. Show me faith without works, and I will show you the faith that underlies my works." What he's saying is that no matter how much we profess our faith, no matter how much we say we're Catholics and that we're Christians, if we don't practice it, it really is meaningless. It's important for each and every one of us to make our personal faith real, to make our faith actually work. I've said it before, and I'll most likely say it again, that as Christians, as Catholics, we cannot sit by and be spectators watching the world go by, watching our faith go by, without doing something about it, without doing something to put it into practice. If we don't have action, then what we say doesn't mean anything. It's a role that Jesus gave us as an example for himself to us. The whole Holy Week experience is that example. He gave himself to us, for us, and he's expecting us, he's asking us to play the same role in our daily lives. In today's gospel from John, let me read you a passage that just brings this point home. It says, "If I do not perform my Father's works," Jesus says, "do not believe me. But if I perform them, even if you do not believe me, believe the works, so that you may realize and understand that the Father is in me and I am in the Father." He's telling us that when you put your faith and your works into action, you are one with the Father. You are one with him. You are one with the Holy Spirit. It's really powerful to think that. When you know that, how can you be a spectator? It's impossible. So keep in mind as we approach this most holy week, don't take our faith for granted. Use it as Jesus wants us to, as Jesus gave us the example to do. Brothers and sisters, Jesus gave us everything of himself to us, didn't he? And he will show that this week. Our job is, how do we take that gift? How do we honor his sacrifice for us? And the answer is pretty simple. It's by sharing it, by giving it to others, our talents, our resources, but most of all, brothers and sisters, giving others our hearts. Isn't that what Jesus gave to us? So, brothers and sisters, let's be a beacon of light. Each and every one of us is a beacon of light. Shine as best you can. I know I'm going to try my best, and I hope you do as well. Make our faith come alive by practicing it. Benefits, the value of doing that will be very obvious to each and every one of us. God bless you, and I really hope you have a wonderful Holy Week. It's a beautiful time of year for all of us. It's a time of thankfulness. It's a time of sadness in some respects. But most of all, it's a time of joy because Jesus triumphs. He's there for us. He's an example for us. Let's be the same for others. Have a good day.